freaked me out. Well, we're about to get more wacky as we kick off the week with a round of hot topics. On today's panel, I have our pal, Terry Hollimon, who is going to give us some Hawk Zone later. We'll talk about that.
Yes.
And then I have King 5's YouTube host of Local Lens, Kelly Hanson, and my executive producer, Joseph.
Good morning.
Yeah.
So, I'm not kidding. I got in the car this morning, and it said 9 o'clock. No, it said 9:40, and I was like, oh.
You're like, dang it, I'm late.
I know.
I'm like, oh, the show.
Yes.
And I know, but it's every time, because not everything changes automatically.
Right.
So it still gives you that heart jolt. But why are we still doing this? Are we agrarian society anymore?
I don't like it. I don't like that we're still doing it. I think Arizona and Hawaii don't change their clocks, and I want to get to that here in Washington. It freaks me out. I feel like I get it with the sunlight here. We want a little more sun in the morning, right?
Okay. Yeah.
To be a little.
So
That means you're cutting it off from one end.
I
and
know,
trying to put it on the
exactly.
other
That's why I
end.
don't get it. I just want to stop it.
It seems very
Stop it.
antiquated. It's like an antiquated thing we do that we just keep doing, and then we don't really stop to think about, well, why are we still doing this? I think there's a lot of habits in life that we have that are kind of like that. We've just done something for forever, and then we just keep doing it, even if it's not a good idea.
Listen,
So true.
I understand why we still have leap year, because like if we don't add that extra day in,
Well,
like the
that's like a whole
seasons will literally be off.
astrological thing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely, it has to do with the rotation of Earth. I haven't looked into the science of daylight savings enough to know.
Saving, yeah.
Saving, see? No S.
Yep.
But yes.
No, I think, so me personally, I know I used to love daylight savings back in the good old days. Because you get an extra hour to sleep
Yes.
in, right?
Right.
Or
Right.
maybe you get an extra hour to party the night before. But
Okay.
now, neither one of those things
Did help
exist
me.
in my life. So it doesn't matter. Like,
Here's the one thing, though, that I am concerned about. If they do stick on one of them, I was reading about like how it all works. I forget, it's either standard time or whichever one we stay on. But since we're so far north up here, y'all, it's going to be like dark
Yeah.
for
Like-
a long time if we switch permanently. And I don't think people realize that yet. So
All right,
let's
well,
make sure we pick the
that's
right one
the
if we're going to
challenge,
switch.
yeah.
I don't know.
I know. We need an expert.
Listen, we need more information.
Yeah.
Or we'll need more booze if we're going to be.
or more sun.
Who could
Same
say?
booze, same thing.
It appeared.
Wisconsin lawmakers want to make brandy Old Fashioned their state's official cocktail. So that got us thinking, what would be our official cocktail? I was thinking something, maybe an espresso martini.
I
And
like.
then what did Joseph say?
Joseph was like, apples.
See, Washington
okay.
apple. I was thinking it's more of a shot, but Washington.
Yeah.
Is this a Washington apple drink? Or
So it's
What is this?
kind of like an apple bomb is what they said, but
Okay,
it's
an
basically
elevated.
bourbon, pineapple juice, and a little apple juice.
oh,
Ooh. Oh,
That's pretty good.
that is almost like,
okay.
it's like a caramel apple vibe
Yeah.
to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because you think the pineapple's going to make it super fruit. No, it just makes it, ooh.
yeah. That's not
It's
bad.
very refreshing.
I love
Nice.
that.
Drink.
Okay.
The last time, though, you all gave me a drink that had apples in it. I drank it all day on Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow.
It was our producer Rebecca who's in the booth, and she's like apple cider and Fireball, and I'm like,
No, that was
yes.
mine.
Oh, that was
mine.
yours.
Yes.
Give credit where credit is due.
Oh no, she had the sangria.
Yeah.
Well, you might want to let her take credit because I drank it all day.
And it was not
And it didn't go well for you.
Listen, I will just say this:
Sorry
apple
about that.
cider is a natural. It gets things going.
Thanksgiving to remember.
But you know what? Pineapple juice, delicious.
This was that
This was pretty
takes
good, but
the
I'll
kickoff.
tell you this. So I spoke to one of my friends, who's Jamie Brady, who's a 20-year bartender in
Call him
the
out.
area.
Yes, Jamie. What did
who
Jamie
told
say?
me that he served actually more lemon drops than anything by
No
far.
kidding.
Yeah.
Really?
So I was thinking,
Oh.
would lemon drop be a Washington State drink?
Maybe we need the vitamin D. I mean, it's a
Yeah,
thing.
we need one of those vitamins that we're
The
missing out
most
here from the...
popular, if nothing
Your
else, maybe
espresso
is lemon
martini
drop.
was a good idea, but I
That
just said
is.
it was too hard for me to procure espresso right before.
He did. He's like, but you procured this.
Yes,
so thanks
so there
you.
you
go. Yes.
Thank you. Cheers.
I know.
to
Cheers, you
Cheers.
guys.
State of
This is pretty
Washington.
good.
Cheers.
I'll
Which
give
is
it to you guys.
actually, you know what?
Cheers.
Yes.
Love it. I'm actually excited about the jury times, and that's one of the things I love. It's when it's a dark gray day and it's Thanksgiving, and you can just get all cozy.
So you do like that?
I do love that. I do. Speaking of Thanksgiving, are you guys doing? You do a Friendsgiving every year, don't
do.
you? And they have it on a Monday. Why?
I
Oh,
know.
that's
Why?
brutal.
Okay, well, we have in the past had it on a
Let-
Monday.
Can I tell them not to? Because
Guess
that's
what?
brutal for you.
It did not go well for me the next day. Anyways, but this year we're doing it on a Sunday, which I think is a little better, but
Is it? Because then you got Monday.
well, you know what? All your friends, you got like
I know.
13 people's schedules to align, and
Yes.
we value spending the time together, so we just make it work.
Yes.
Right? I don't know.
Kelly has a huge friend group.
Oh my gosh, stop.
Do you do a Friendsgiving with them?
We do, and I love it because I feel like it's the one thing every year that like everyone with their kids, everyone, we make a point like to show up and be there, and we always take an epic photo, and it's just amazing to see how it changes and gets bigger every single year. But it is getting hard to figure out where to put all of us with the kids and the kids tables everywhere, everyone eating crazy places. But I love it. It's definitely a tradition that I hope we always keep doing. But
It's beautiful.
yeah, it's a lot of planning.
I have a big family, so
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is really the main thing. We've never done a real Friendsgiving, but what we always do, it always seems like people always gravitate to our house on Thanksgiving. All of our friends that don't necessarily have family in the area or whatever, so our Thanksgiving becomes a Friendsgiver. Like everybody's there at my parents' house, and it's been that way since
I
forever.
love that.
I
Sounds
don't.
lovely.
I don't have anywhere to go this Thanksgiving.
Amity, you could come to any of our Friendsgiving.
seriously.
Yeah, bring
Seriously.
the cranberry sauce.
I will.
Welcome.
I got it. But I mean, what's interesting, as I was going to say, is when you're a transplant here, which I am, about 10 years now, so I guess it's a successful transplant. All your Thanksgivings kind of become Friendsgivings.
Well, that's the thing about that term Friendsgiving, which I kind of don't love, because maybe it's just Thanksgiving with your friends, and maybe that is your family.
Maybe that is
and,
nice.
Yeah.
maybe just
Okay.
call it Thanksgiving. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe Terry's
Exactly,
house.
right?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right.
Come on down.
Yeah.
By the way, is anyone going to be trying any non-traditional Thanksgiving foods this year? I had someone say that they tried to get chicken going on in the
I
house.
Chicken?
I think I
As
am.
opposed to turkey?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna do something
My-
like that?
My
You're
mom
gonna switch
on
it
the
up?
phone this weekend, she's like, we're not doing regular Thanksgiving this year. Let's think of something else to do. Not like totally out there, but just like try
Right.
something new.
Okay, I'm here for that
I like
one.
that.
I've got to be the one to come up
You
with
gotta
the
figure.
ideas.
You haven't figured it out yet?
No,
Yeah,
but
a couple weeks.
But I will. I got some time, right?
Okay, you're good.
I fly
You're
into
good.
Spokane on Thanksgiving though, so like we might have to do it on a different day too.
So
Anyways.
you're flying it. Okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I know my mom's asking, she's like, can we do something new? What's on the menu? She's always asking about the menu, and to not do the same stuff that is going to be on, the Christmas holiday. It's like, no, I can't do the Christmas salad because that's the Christmas salad. It's
yeah.
like,
You don't wanna
just
try-
make whatever.
Throw the things out the window and do you.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you?
But think about this though. How often every year do you get a chance to eat turkey? Like you don't just
True.
Yeah, I
roast
don't-
the turkey
That's true.
and eat
You definitely
stuffing.
don't.
I eat turkey maybe on a sandwich once a year when the
Maybe.
cafe makes the
Yeah.
turkey of
Yeah.
already
Pumpkin
sandwich.
pie. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Any excuse.
Yeah, so keep traditions alive.
I'm here for
Old
it.
school.
All right, but do what you got to do in Spokane.
I'll report back. We'll
All
see what
right.
happens.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Spokane, staying local. Let's stay
Yes.
local for a minute. So, a bit of economic news right now. According to the University of Toronto School of Cities,
That surprised me.
the School of Cities, so that's what they do. They study
Okay.
cities.
Yep, in North America.
Out of 66 cities that were studied, Seattle ranks 63rd. In 63rd
Not
in
good.
terms of downtown recovery
Oh.
since the pandemic. I'm sure this is not shocking to any one of you. In Seattle, downtown visits are now 57% of their 2019 levels.
That's like only half.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Almost
More,
half. PCC also announced they're shutting down their downtown store in 2024.
Which is sad.
I know.
Also sad. Do you all go to downtown ever? I do. I mean, downtown is the closest place for me to shop. So I'm there. I go, I use, it's really sad to see Pacific Place.
I know.
Yeah.
I love that shopping center. It's
I
really
do
pretty.
too.
It's downtown. It's got a big skylight.
Not a lot of people in there.
I
yeah.
do. So I do shop downtown. I go downtown a lot. I do not bring my children though.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because I have just seen too many things go down downtown that I don't need that stress.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Right.
Well, I live way out. I live in Snohomish. I live in the
Yes.
outskirts.
You're like, I'm in the
It's on a
boondocks.
farm, basically. So we don't make our way to the big city very often. But no, seriously though, I used to love to come downtown all the time. The nightlife was great. Shopping was great. Coming down to see people was great. But just some things have changed. And,
Yeah.
I think before, you could tell when things would go sideways. It was always such a calm and peaceful place. But now, sometimes it comes out of nowhere. Like
Yeah.
you're just
Yeah.
unexpected. So I think the fear of the unexpected for me keeps me away.
And I know that there's a lot of work being done. I know the mayor's office has done a lot of work for all this, and so I know it's a bigger problem overall, but it is there's nothing else to say other than it's a shame. Moving on now, though, I want to talk about dreams before we run out of time because
Yes.
apparently a new study by Each Night says out of all the states,
This is so weird.
This is weird.
Washingtonians. I don't know if it's related to our last topic, but apparently we're most likely to have nightmares.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't feel that way.
Other.
Oh, I wish I didn't
I
feel. I
never
have
had them.
nightmares
I never
all the
had them.
time.
I do too.
You do? Okay.
I do.
yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, then you two are,
Yeah.
Sunny's right.
This.
I don't know. I don't think I'm abnormal when it comes to nightmares, but I've had one from time to time.
do?
You know,
Yeah.
Good
What about
dreams, but
dreams about teeth?
Okay, now this.
the one I have.
I do have teeth dreams.
You do have teeth
You
dreams.
do?
And especially because I'm going to the dentist after work today, so I
What?
actually had one last
God.
night.
What is your tooth like falling out?
Let my teeth just fall out. Like I used to, and I've always had them though. Like I feel like sometimes I'd be like, oh, I'm wrong, and I touch my tooth,
Really?
Yeah.
and they just start falling out.
I've
Yes,
never
that's
had
mine.
that
It's the
dream.
day fall out.
Yeah.
Have you looked up what that means?
My
then?
therapist is an analyst. This is what she
Okay,
does. She's
okay.
a Jungian analyst, and she says that this means it's a loss of control. When you lose your teeth, it's like you don't
Oh.
have control over something.
Interesting.
So it's
Okay.
good to take a little introspective when that happens and know sometimes it's okay to
must
let
be
go.
right because I have no control over anything in my life.
Just let it go. Let
Father
it
of
go.
4, I have no control.
So funny.
Well, other dreams included sex dreams, dreams about snakes, and dreams about being pregnant. Yikes to all of those.